Sitting on the porch, coffee in my hand, talking about life, faith in this land, from the woods to the world, truth don't lie. Welcome to Porch Talk, pull up and unwind.
Hey guys, welcome back. Bushcraft Family on Porch Talk. Something like that. Actually on the porch now. You may hear mowing in the background. People up early mowing, which I got to do too. I've got so much stuff to do today. But I thought I'd jump down here and talk to you guys for a bit. See what's up. Hope everybody enjoyed the live last night. Or lives. Ooh, it's getting windy. Hopefully this mic is doing pretty good. It's under my beard somewhere. There it is. I think it's important. Oh, I'll have to put my foot down on that thing and hold it down. There we go. Anyways, I think it's important that we do a lot of canning this year. I don't know why, but I'm wanting to put a lot of food down in the basement, so to speak. If anything, just to save money, you know. I don't want to, world comes to end, shortages, this and that, but sometimes you do see stuff that makes you wonder. Like seeing that the UN is running out of money. They don't have enough money to last to the rest of the year, evidently. Wonder why. Now, I was telling Eric something that I seen in France. This is intelligence, you know. This is our how intelligent our youths are, and I'm not talking about United States. Not picking on them this year or this today. Over in France, group got together and said, let's have a rave, you know. Let's get thousands of people to come out and have a party, jam, and, you know, all that stuff. Dance around and whatnot. So they found this big field to have a rave at. Well, there are people dancing around. They notice, oh, what's that hard thing under my foot? Oh, it's a mortar shell that hasn't went off. Yeah, the rave was put on a field that was used for testing artillery and explosives and things like that, and they had to shut the field down because of unspent uh, artillery and whatnot. And here, jumping around and dancing on top of it. Um, Again, one of those intelligent things. Might want to check out what was on this lovely field before we decided to dance on it. Now, I don't blame the kids that much because, you know, they went where they were told, so to speak. Trusting is a different thing, though. Trusting that another human being has their best interest, slightly different. I've got some grass to cut. I've got some garden to tend to and get ready for next week, hopefully. I'm going to try to get my stuff planted next week. I also want to try to plant some cucumbers today. See how well that goes. Um, yeah, I got a busy day. Now, I find it very interesting, and this comes from Russia itself. Now, I'm not saying it's 100% accurate or anything, but Russia does pay attention to its enemies' birth rates, how well they're producing and whatnot when they start not producing, because that's an opportunity for them uh, down the road, so to speak. And evidently, we in the last few years, our birth rate in the United States has dropped. And since 1969, um, well, there are certain years that, like 1969 was a good year. That's when love and all that stuff were very popular. So a lot of kids were born in '69. Well, I was born in '68 too. So, but '69 was a good year, evidently. Um, and in the '90s, early 2000s was really good. It was the peak of you know the birth rates and whatnot. And then after 2007, it started going downhill big time. And last year, it has been the lowest since be lower than during the Depression. Now think about it. The population during the Depression was was very low. So our birth rate considerably would be low because um, they didn't want extra mouths to feed and stuff like that. But you sit there and think about it. Um, our birth rate now in 2025 was lower than the in depressing times. And there'll be people saying, "Oh, that's okay. We need to reduce the population and stuff." What people don't realize, if this trend keeps going on the way it is, here in 20 years, you know, my generation will cease to exist, so to speak. That means the jobs that we're doing and all that kind of stuff won't won't be around. So that will rely on the younger ones to take over and stuff. If there is not very many of them, then you have a problem. Not to mention our military. That's why Russia watches that stuff. Once our military start dropping way down, they have the opportunities. Um, Again, when Gen X is gone, um, you lose a lot. I'm not saying some generations after us will be fine and everything. Um, you lose, and I'm not saying it because I'm Gen X myself or anything, but you do lose that grit that makes us Americans and whatnot. And I think it comes to hard times if our birth rate keeps going the way it is. And I'm talking like uh, um, major major uh, low birth rates. Again, since the Depression, we're lower than the Depression in birth rates. That just amazes me. Now, again, I'm not saying this is 100% because it does come from Russia, but they do monitor things like that, which, you know, I would, I would want to see when a good opportunity to flex ourselves, so to speak. And we do the same thing. We keep a track of the birth rates and stuff and death rates and stuff of China and Russia and other places like that. It's just what countries do. Ugh. But anyway, what do you guys think about that? Do you think our our population is is declining? Is it a warning of something to come or whatnot? Anyways, yeah, uh, it's nice and windy out today. I'm gonna try to get some grilling done, and I got some videos to make, and it's a busy day, busy day. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. Hope you enjoyed Porch Talk today. And if there's a subject that you would like to hear about, um, you know, me blabbing about, if I can research it and stuff and get back to you, then let me know. Anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. You guys have a good day, and like always, God bless.